Hey guys, Pito here. Today I'm doing something a little different. I was graciously given access to the Loth campaign for the upcoming tactical strategy game Songs of Conquest. I remember when this game was revealed I got so hyped that I pre-ordered the supporter edition on day one. Now, if you go to my Steam profile, you'll say that 90% of the time played was within the last few days. Because it's true. That's right, I paid an extra $20 on top of the normal $30 to play the game several months after it came out. Sometimes life happens and you have to put things on the back burner, and unfortunately for me, this life event is preparing for the Yu-Gi-Oh! National Championships. More content on that to come. So when I was given the opportunity to play the new campaign early, I knew this was the excuse to finally boot the game up. And oh boy, I was not disappointed. For those who do not know, Songs of Conquest is the spiritual successor to Heroes of Might and Magic series. A series that me and many others hold dear to their heart. It was one of the only series that my father played, and we bonded over it at a young age. I used to sit on the bed and watch him play, no clue what was going on. But when I finally got my computer, I immediately stole his game and never gave it back. But this isn't a review for Songs of Conquest. I missed that market months ago. This is a mostly spoiler-free review of the Loth campaign. So what's the difference between this campaign and the others? No clue. I haven't played them. Like I said, I finally got around to playing this game just a few days ago. So I was going into this thing blind and with no experience beyond the tutorial that I played months ago and completely forgot. I hoped that this wouldn't cause any issues in the campaign. And in case you don't know, this is called foreshadowing. Please bear with me as I proceed to butcher the names of every character in the game. The spoiler-free story overview is you are a member of the Barony of Loth, a bunch of boomers from the Arlon who are frustrated at the state of the world and accompanied by the shadowy organization called the Scholars of the Unseen Society and their undead horde. They want to make the Empire great again by resurrecting their deity. The main story follows a few lovable characters: Baron Aldous of Loth, a slightly more attractive and much more useful Tully; Brother Hillar, a guy who can tame rats by feeding him dead cultists. He's pretty cool, and his rats are awesome. Do not hate on my boy. And then the Necromancer, Magus Lucia Kane from the 40k Magic crossover. And finally, Magnolia Silverlink, the background character. These heroes in total you will play through 4 shockingly long campaigns. And I'm serious, they are way longer than you think they are. Here's a little spoiler for you. In the second mission, make sure you interact with everything. I spent 30 minutes looking for the last objective just to find out it was a small object in the middle of the map that I completely missed. Other than that, these missions were very challenging, fun, and very rewarding. Accompany that with one of the best soundtracks in modern gaming and you have a great experience. I mean, seriously, listen to this shit.
In chaunts and catacombs, the texts show them the way. The faithful flock to them together for her. The unseen seen at last together for her. The dead return to her together for her. They pray.
It wasn't all rainbows and sunshine and raising the undead. You remember in school when you had that one project or assignment at the beginning of the year and you fucked it up and you thought, well, at least it's over. Just to find out that every assignment is built on the back of the first one, and since you fucked it up and you're too lazy to go back and fix it, you proceed to fuck up everything else after it. Yeah, that applies here. When you get your characters, the way you build them at the beginning carries over to the way they are at the end. So if you don't build them correctly, you can be extremely underpowered. Unfortunately, I had no clue what I was doing, so this happened to me very easily. So I relied on my strategy of turtling in my own town until I gained enough units to snowball the map. This worked for about 3.5 of the maps until I met them. Rana, frog and lizard people from the deep swamps of Florida. They threw everything at me. Dragons, centipedes, even rideable government surveillance drones. But they aren't the true threat of the faction. The true nightmares of the faction are the hundreds of mobile bunkers called protectors, backed up by what only I could assume are battalions of sages raining hellfire on me like I'm trying to storm the beach at Normandy. Pair them with the infinite amount of essence they generate and you won't have a good time. The average run around starts with them raining phoenix fire on your backline. The sages then will proceed to target all of your strongest troops and in one round reduce their stacks to 0. If you even think you can get your characters close by using haste and movements, it won't work. They'll kill them first. If you do manage to make it past the first round, unfortunately, any characters that are within the same zip code of each other will get acid cloud and fireball rained upon them. And the entire time, what only I can assume is the wall that Trump wish he built is slowly marching towards you, unkillable and thirsty for your blood. Guys, I'm only exaggerating a little here. These people pushed my shit in so hard that I had nightmares that night about it. The only way I could kill their wielders were to put my wielders, the strongest ones, inside of a town, then use my other characters to kite them to said town, and then watch them as they proceed to roll over those characters like some form of human speed bump, hoping that they could weaken one of their armies enough that my main unit could dispatch them barely. Am I proud of my strategy? No, I am not. But it worked and I got the dub. Post-editing Pito here. The frogs kicked my ass so hard that they actually corrupted all the footage I had of them. So, sorry about that. But beyond that nightmarish time spent pounding my head into the wall, I found a fun, rewarding, and interesting story backed up by great music and beautiful animations. Overall, I think the Loth campaign is a great play for experienced players. However, I do not think new players should start here. They should start at the other campaigns. And once I complete the other campaigns, you better know that I'm going to come back and put frogs on the endangered list. So thank you to Songs of Conquest for letting me play the campaign early. I did receive a copy of the game for free, but I had already purchased it months ago. If you're interested in picking it up for sale, it's $17.99 at the time of recording, and I highly recommend you pick it up. If you like this kind of content, please let me know. More card game content to come. Please drop a like and subscribe if you don't mind, and I'll see you in the next one.